This is Sick Boy from the Gaming Analyst Collective. I just want to talk about gaming journalism for a while because I've done a video before where I've talked about how their reviews in large outlets, magazines and large websites are bought and paid for by game developers. That is an absolute given. But what I'm going to say, there's two other things that absolutely boil my piss. One of them is shit stirring and the second one is inaction when it really matters. Firstly, shit stirring. Best example I've seen for quite some time is DMC. Now this Devil May Cry reboot is highly controversial and I'm not going to come down on one side or the other because it's pointless, because I really think that people need to open their eyes and realise that gaming journalism is propagating this argument. Now, the people who don't like the game have their reasons for not liking the game. The people who like the game have their reasons for liking the game. What's fucking ridiculous is that the gaming journalists have almost exclusively taken the side of the developers and said this game is brilliant and anyone who questions it is a bellend. Well, that's fucking shit. You haven't got the right to do that. You really haven't. People have valid reasons for not wanting to buy this game, and they can deconstruct it, and they want to talk about why they don't like it, because they liked the previous games, and particularly it's almost universally about Devil May Cry 3, being the pinnacle of hack and slash gaming, and they consider that that game is lacking things that made that game great. And they've added things into the game that make it worse. So, they've got their reasons. But what happens? The gaming journalists, I've read a load of reviews about DMC because no reviews have been out, because Capcom, being the Capcom twats that they are, have made them withhold reviews right to the very last minute, so people have to make their decision. And you notice it's only positive reviews. Now, I don't care how good your product is, you always get negative reviews. I suspect any game, unless it's truly brilliant, to get universally decent reviews. That can't be right. That can't be right. That is clearly bullshit. Now, the fact that all of these reviews have mentioned the word haters and hair, you think, for fuck's sake, why are you getting involved? And of course, what do? They call all the people who don't like the game, they're all internet saddos and obsessives. Okay, you're making that point, yet you're not defending the people who have been liking this game since it was just a concept and a demo video, not even played the game. But those people aren't obsessive. I don't think you'll find that there's obsessives on both sides, but at least the people who are against the game have their reasons for not liking it, rather than people who like it in order to belong to the group that like it. Now, I've tried to be very, very on the fence on this argument, but frankly, I end up getting pushed into the other side, because every time I say the argument seems to be, that this argument is insane, people should stop arguing about it, have your own personal view, the only people who tend to attack me for that are people who say, you can't talk about this game's amazing. Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about the fucking game. I'm saying stop being a prick to each other. And this is the problem. They are just revelling in being a prick to people. They fucking love it. Every review. But what's funny is every review I've read, on average, has mentioned people who don't like it, and they've all then mentioned it's either about the hair, or they're just obsessives, and then all the things they've listed out as criticisms, either good or bad, have all been reasons that people who don't want to buy the game have said they don't want to buy the game. So actually what you're saying is they're completely on point and their opinion is valid to not like those aspects of a game and say they're not going to buy it. That's what you should be saying. You should be saying, well actually yeah, the combat is more accessible, it's less deep. Well they want deeper combat. That's why they don't like the fucking game. They don't give a shit about the hair. If the hair had changed and the only thing that had changed, and the gameplay was just as good, in their opinion, they wouldn't give a shit about the hair. Why are you bringing this up? It is seriously, it's like it's like Disney are going to make Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope again, okay? Except for they're going to make Luke Skywalker a woman, and instead of a lightsaber, she's going to have a massive dildo. Okay, that would be quite funny. But the fact of the matter is that Star Wars purists would be shitting bricks. Shitting bricks. Or even if it was something minor, say they actually got rid of the planet Kashyyyk and said that actually all of the Wookiees did come from Endor. Now that would equally drive people insane. And then to just go, well, you're just hating on it. Stop hating on it. Well, do you know what? If they're a purist on something, they've got every reason to be passionate about disliking something. Who the fuck are you to tell them they can't? And you fucking gaming journalists, or some of you aren't even just attention-seeking twats who want interest from the media. But what the fuck are you doing by stirring this argument up? The only people it seems to are trying to call for some form of clemency and a ceasefire on what is essentially a troll war. And then people who are getting caught in the middle, people going, I like the game, why am I being slagged off? And other people going, well, I don't like the game, why the fuck are you trolling my YouTube channel and my Twitter account? Because these people are freaks. Anyone who goes out and pursues people left, right and centre because of their view on something, you're a dick, whether you're for or against the game. And what the fuck are you doing, gaming journalists, picking a side and saying they're obsessive saddos if they don't like the game? Fuck you, they can not like the game if they like. How fucking dare you belittle them? What you're doing is reinforcing the negative stereotypes of people. What people think about gamers. They think we're children. They think we're all bickering little fucking kids. And you're encouraging it, you fuckheads. You are damaging the reputation of gamers. And there's another way you damage the reputation of gamers. And that leads me to my second point. And that is that you shut the fuck up when it's really important. And there are some times, you as a journalist, you've got a media outlet. Either your own YouTube channel, or you'll work for a large website, or you work for a magazine. And what happens when shit actually hits the fan? What happens when some fucking lunatic shoots a load of kids and people start laying it squarely on the door of gamers? Where the fuck were you? A couple of people made a little editorial explaining why it's bullshit. And you know what? Even the head of EA has come out and met with Joe Biden about it. Even EA, and I generally fucking hate EA for how they act. Didn't notice anyone from Capcom there, but you know, EA was there. I think Activision was there. I think the old head of Relic Games were there. You know, a lot of people, they've come there and they've made they've had a discussion about it because it is a discussion that needs to be made. Now, I mean, even actually, given them their due, IGN did do quite a thoughtful video. I think it was either published today or yesterday, where they discussed about this debate. Now, this is the thing, that places like IGN aren't altogether fucked. But there are some times that they completely screw the pooch. And they're not being vocal. They're sitting around and doing a little vlog about it and saying what they think. But at the same time, there's no campaigns about this. People were shouting, there was that, the town, there was 2 towns now, but one of them backed down from it, burning video games. Hand them in, get a voucher and burn video games, because violent video games make people killers. Where the fuck were you with your campaign? Why did you not go and interview shitloads of studies? Because there is no decent studies that back up that view. It's a reactionary view. Where the fuck were you? Why weren't you using your time to do that? Oh no, too busy selling a review? What the fuck are you? Where were you? You were silent. You maybe tweeted a couple of articles, and you maybe made a couple of angry posts, but where was your campaign? Where was your concerted effort to belittle those people? Have you got time to belittle people who don't happen to like the new Devil May Cry game, but you haven't got time to belittle the people that call you fucking potential serial killers? Have you no self-respect or respect for your fellow gamer? You fucking pricks. And with the Sony thing, which I know I'm banging on about a lot, and my last videos have all been about this Sony patent issue. But the reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm being so vocal about it, is where the fuck are gaming journalists in this argument? Where are they? I haven't seen them any bastard where. I've seen a couple of posts on websites that mention that there's this patent in the works and that it would damage used games. Not one of them stood up and gone, fuck that shit, that is a massive issue. They're either too fucking stupid to realise how major a deal this is, or they don't give a shit, they're just gleefully supporting whoever pays their advertising revenue. In which case, both of which means you're not fucking journalists. You have no journalistic integrity or a journalistic sense. What you are is an attention-seeking fucking prick that's just desperate to be in with the industry. Oh, please let me play your game early. Please let me go into the press area. Oh, fuck you. You are so damaging all the things that this industry is growing and trying to mature and trying to be a serious media environment, and all you do is act like fucking children. And when you have an opportunity to act like adults and act like serious journalists, you fucking bottle it.